Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, happy Monday to you all. Let's continue to play a little bit of catch up from all the music that I missed while I was on Thanksgiving break. Now, this is one of those groups, comebacks, that we have not heard from in a very long time, supposedly, because I don't actually know too much about the group, but VIXX, or at least in some capacity, are back with brand new music. And I remember when this post got announced, or when this song got announced, social media had a lot of fun with it, because this is, for a lot of people, kind of like one of those staple late second gen groups that, for some reason, I never really got into, because honestly, off the top of my head, I really don't know any music from VIXX apart from Shangri-La and Chained Up. And even out of those two songs, they're only songs that I roughly know what they sound like. And maybe I might have heard some other VIXX songs and just not knowing that they were VIXX songs, but kind of the case with a lot of later second gen groups is I don't really know a lot of music from that time. That was when I really did not follow the industry at all. So I'm excited to jump back on with a group that for some households or some people is considered like a staple second gen group. See if they've got a second gen magic or if they're going to come back with a little bit something spicy one time. And of course, just to kind of learn in general, because this will be the first time checking out a VIXX release somewhat close to the release date. So, DJ, roll the intro. Right, VIXX's Amnesia. Don't know a lot about the group. There was a whole Ravi incident. We won't dwell on that at all. Mainly because I don't really know a whole lot about it. But also, I don't really want to bring the mood down because this is a brand new group and brand new music. So I'm very excited to jump into it. Positive vibes only, I'm ready to learn. So, here we go. And the spacebar worked today. We're off to a great start. I love the kind of smooth but also slightly sensual pacing of this. Also, the vocals, the level of vocals you get in this is oh, and the slide with the heavy electric guitar coming in. It's got a really nice amount of heaviness to it. And now we're getting a little bit of that like modern 808 kicking in. Because we got that trap beat, the 808. But the vocals are just so smooth. Yeah, that just the way the chorus comes in, like, I've got amnesia, that slide, and then you get the heavy instrumental coming in. Whoa, that really is heavy right hook. When the bell toll action. Triplet action? Did that bridge switch into 3/4 time for a second, or was that the beat kind of playing around? I'm gonna have to go back to that actually, because that's caught me entirely off guard. Oh, yeah, I love the vocals in this. Oh my. Ooh. That's something a little bit tasty, if I do say so myself. Mm. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh yes, indeedy. I love how smooth it is. For a song that really, like, in the beat, just full on right fist, ready to just unload a big right hook. It's so smooth. It's so nice. It's very tasteful, too. And I love the contrast that you'll get from that heavy, intense guitar and the really smooth vocal. I think it just really hammers home that power aspect of this song. And it's not a quick song. It's not an overly energetic and bright song. No, it's heavy and dark and it's slow. But it doesn't feel like it's sluggish. It's light on its feet, but it's heavy, if that makes sense. Oh, now, that bridge, I really need to lock in and focus because that bridge is something else. Oh. One more time? Wait. It does switch into 3/4, like it's a proper time signature switch. And then we're back into 4/4. Wow, that's so clean too. Having that time signature switch while there's that double high held note. Oh, no, that's very clever. Here, let me explain very quickly. A song written in 3/4 time or 6/8, just any song that has root 3 time or triplet meter, whatever you want to call it, there's a very distinct charm you get from a song written in 3 that you cannot get anywhere else. So, much like with maths, if you decide to use fractions, or in the case of music, dotted notes, you can evenly divide 3 in half. It's called a dotted quarter note, which gets 1.5 beats. 2 of those makes up 3 beats. But much like in maths, if you decide to only go with whole numbers, you cannot divide 3 evenly, meaning the song will naturally have a little bit of a lilt to every measure. So if we go back to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Keep that in mind. So whatever happens in that third beat is going to have a little bit of an upwards lilt to it. That just happens naturally. There's really no getting around it, just because in music, your brain is kind of almost automatically accustomed to 4/4 time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that kind of flow in music is very natural to the human ear. So to have a pop, especially in the pop world, have a song written in 3, you cannot avoid that extra little lilt that that third beat gets, and because of it, the style of the song changes a little bit. And the fact that they have gone with this kind of pizzicato classical orchestra type instrumental in the background really adds to that delicateness and that lightness to... And then let the 2 high notes, and then we're back into 4/4 time. Oh my goodness. That's very cool. Oh, shout out the music team for that one. That's very clever. hey, that's a lot of fun. That is genuinely a lot of fun, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Ooh. And the thing is, it sounds modern. Like, it's definitely got some of the more modern production cues, like the 808s and the trap type beats. But there is something that is a little bit inherently like second gen, especially in the vocal department. I feel like just the way the vocal attitude is throughout the song, the way the vocal parts come in, the way they're layered, the abundance of the high vocal, just the progression of the vocal part feels very second gen to me, or at the most like early third gen. And I kind of like that crossover. It's very nice, and frankly, you'll have to let me know if this is anything like previous VIXX stuff, because again, I'm very unfamiliar with their music. But if this is something similar to what they've done in the past, they may be a group I really need to lock in with and just kind of at least pick apart some of their more popular title tracks. And for me, like, I mentioned Shangri-La and Chained Up earlier, but I don't listen to those songs enough to really know what they are. So those definitely for sure I need to jump back on board with, but that's a lot of fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. But that is it for me today. Thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today. Let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be, checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day-to-day. Excuse me, I don't know where that came from. And regardless, wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.